live over here. Ending out this live, folks. Ending out this live. It's grainy. It's because I'm on my other machine. Hello, good people. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Click out of that. Click out of that. Here we are, the grainy one, the grainy one. Back to old times with this one. Back to old times with this one. Welcome once again. Welcome once again. This live is sponsored by Rooted in Essential Oils. Rooted in Essential Oils is the sponsor of this live, folks. Is the sponsor of this live. And please, Regina, help me. Could you drop Rooted in Essential Oils link and the jewelry spot also in too. Hello, Swoop Like Me. How are you? How are you? Thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming in. I am doing well. I am doing well. Once again, this live is sponsored by Rooted in Essential Oils. Rooted in Essential Oils is the sponsor of tonight's live. Is the sponsor of tonight's live. Oh my goodness. Well, it's fun over there on Cash Into Envelopes, my backup channel, which is where I was before I came over to the correct channel, folks. I don't know what's going on. I was trying to go to someone's live on the machine that I'm on now, and it would not let me go to Cash Into Envelopes. And I know I did like 3 or 4 times, and that was interesting, but that doesn't negate what it was that I did initially. Yes. Let me get this thing over here more closer to me so I can see my notes in case I need to read them. And I will. Bidding wars. Yes. Bidding wars. Rooted in Essential Oils. His link is in the chat. Go and check him out, folks. Go and check him out. Plant-based natural products that he sells over there on his channel. He does lives where he gives us training, information, education about the essential oils, the household cleaning products that he sells also into, and the nutritious drinks for your body, mind, health, and all this other good stuff. Go check out Rooted in Essential Oils. He is the sponsor of tonight's live. And also the jewelry spot when you get a moment, Bidding wars. I'm going to talk about car auctions. I'm going to talk a little bit about car auctions, and the little bit that I know about it. My husband and I, we went to an auction many years ago. So yeah. Of course, nowadays, everything is online. I am sure that there are still some places that do in-person car auctions also in too. But a lot of things are online. I guess maybe people don't want the liability, etc., of having people on the lot listening to other. And there could be other reasons also too. Of course, it's more economical to just, do it online. Less electricity, less energy. People don't have to show up to work in that particular way in person. They can just be behind a computer screen doing all it is that they need to do. And probably a whole host of other things also into. But bidding wars, I titled it, for car auction, etc. So, of course, as with anything, you have to do your due diligence. You have to do your research. You have to do your research on the car that you would like to get from the auction. And of course, these are cars that are being auctioned. These cars may not be in the best condition, So you have to do your due diligence. If you are able to go to an in-person car auction and you're able to go and look at, preview the cars prior to the auction happening, then that is a good thing. If you're not mechanically inclined, definitely make sure that you take a mechanic with you, someone that is mechanically inclined and can tell you what all. But first, utilize the internet to get as much information as you can about the car before you even go step foot onto the lot to do your inspection of it. And I went to one car auction site. I'm not going to mention the name of it. I went to one car auction site, and they have levels. There's always levels to something. Of course, levels is the buy-in, where you want to get the buy-in. Of course, the free as a guest, and then the intermediate one, and then the premier one, which you get like everything. So you, of course, would have to decide what it is that you want to do. Do you want to get the vehicle, like the Carfax on the thing? They may call it something different on their site. You can decide whether maybe the premier or the best, well, not the best value, but the premier one may have it to where you can come and do one initial inspection of the vehicle with someone, etc. And they also did have a buying component. They also had a buying component to where you can choose from one of their inspectors to come and do the car inspection for you. Or you can utilize their service, and there was a price for that also in too. So of course, as you know, these places, they're going to be trying to upsell you stuff, etc. Just sell you stuff in general and then try to upsell also in too. Hello, the Bud Files. Welcome in, welcome in. Yes. So, but of course, as with anything, you have to do your due diligence. These cars, they have been in road accidents. Maybe the car was stolen. Somehow or another, it got into police hands. And I do believe that the police, that they do auctions also in too, but that's a whole nother thing. I don't know about that. But these ones that I'm talking about primarily have been in, road accidents, something or another like that, road, highway, that type of accident. Hello, Alonzo Hall, the All-Star Advisor. Hello, Shantarman. How are you? Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Just a little information that I found doing my very brief research on car auctions. And my husband and I went to a car auction many, many, many moons ago to get my daughter a vehicle also into. But back to the cars. And these cars are in all types of condition, from having been in an accident on the roadways, front end damage, back end damage, side impact damage, a whole host of things. The airbag or airbags may have been deployed, etc. And when you go onto the site, which is what I did, to look at these vehicles, and it shows you as many pictures as they possibly can as to the condition of the vehicle when they received it, either probably from a tow company, from the insurance company. If they total your car, then I think the insurance company eventually possibly sells the car or whatever it is that they do to the auction house, and then the auction house sells it, etc. I don't know whether they're selling it for the insurance company or themselves, depending on what their deal is. I don't know, and not for me to know, etc. Oh, thank you, Shantarman. I didn't see it, and if anyone would see it, it would be the AI Virginia show to see it. And which brings me to this: if you share me out during, well, of course, if you share me out doing live, the moderator of the AI Virginia show is going to catch it. If you share me out in a silent live, then we're going to see it there also too. If you share me out at some other time, I'm probably not going to know that you share me out. You have to find some way to come on here during a live or a silent live and put in the comments that you shared me out a day ago, 2 days ago, 3 days ago. Otherwise, I'm not going to know that you did that. And someone said, I think it was Kirby Keith, mentioned something about tagging, and I don't know whether that would show up maybe in my notifications. I haven't seen any such thing, but here we are. If you share me out, and of course you want to be recognized on the, shouted out here on the channel for having shared me to your community wall, which I do appreciate. You have to let me know. You have to let me know if you're doing it outside of the 2 times that I am live, somewhat silent, and chip, 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 what it is that I'm doing now. Thanks for the reminderization. Yes, we got some elderly folks. I'm just kidding. I'm talking about no one. But thank you all for being here, and thank you so much for hitting the like button. Thank you so much for hitting the like button. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Once again, the Jury Spot, go over. Her link is in the channel. Her link is in the chat. Go over there and check her out. Once again, handmade jewelry, make nice Christmas gifts and or a Thanksgiving gift. If you're going to someone's home and you're bringing a dish, bring something else. They will be pleasantly surprised. Earrings, mostly hoop, but others also into hoop earrings, bracelets, necklaces, lanyards, keychains, etc. The whole gamut over there. Val over there at the Jury Spot. Go and check her out. Go and check her out. She does go live early a.m. Check her out. The link is in the chat. Thank you, Shantarman, for sharing me out. Sorry you had that issue, and sometimes things are happening here that can get a little dicey or tricky. But yeah, I am learning also too. Thank you so much, Shantarman, for sharing me out to your community wall. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. That's Shantarman, Michelle, and Nelson over there in their retired life. That's what they're retired in their retired life, just going around doing a whole host of things. Okay. Doing a whole host of things, walking. She is on a little health journey now. And go over there and check out her channel. The last video that I saw was the pumpkin carving contest. Great, great, great. You got to go over there and check out her grandson on that. Shantarman. They are doing things in their community, and they are letting us know that by posting videos on their channel, Shantarman. Go and check them out. Go and check them out and see, get a glimpse of what retirement life can be for you and me. Shantarman. Her link is in the chat. Her link is in the chat. Go and check her out. Hello, April Showers Network. Miss April, how are you? Thanks for being here. I do appreciate it. Thanks for being here. I do appreciate it. Just don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the like button. So, and I haven't done an online auction, but we did do an in-person auction, like I mentioned many years ago when we bought our daughter a vehicle from the auction. Got a good deal. The car lasted a bit, and you know what? She was much younger than she was now. You know, when the early teens and all this other stuff, when they start driving and yeah, it lasted a little bit, and then it went on. It went on away. But it was a good experience. I enjoyed it. We were able to. It was in person. We were able to go out, and my husband, with his little mechanical knowledge, was able to look at it and all this other good stuff. And yeah, so like I said, there may be in-person auctions in your state, your city, etc. So it's a good thing. But I think when the cars get totaled, the insurance company sells them, or whatever deal they have with particular auction places, whatever that deal is, they do that deal. And then now they're having online auctions for the reasons that I mentioned prior to. As with anything, you have to do your due diligence. As with anything, you have to do your due diligence with regards to purchasing these vehicles that have been in accidents and have all different types of damage. And the place that I went to, like I said, they have levels. You can get the different levels free. You're going to get maybe one or two things and not a whole gamut of stuff. The intermediate, and then the premier one, which is probably the best. But if you're going to be in the business of, buying, salvage cars that have been in an accident, etc., because you're trying to rebuild a car, or you're using it for spare parts for your own car. Maybe your car is 10 plus years old. I think they're supposed to keep the parts in circulation for 10 years, maybe 20. I don't know. But I did hear 10 years. But maybe you want to buy this, total car, the salvage car, whatever condition it is in, so that you can get the parts off of it, so that you can have it for your car, because you are handy and you want your vehicle to last beyond 20 years, because you're not trying to go look at one of my other lives where the price of these vehicles are astronomical. So people, of course, they're buying these vehicles for a whole host of reasons. Some to, fix up and get them back on the road again. Some to, of course, have the spare parts for the same car that they have there. Some to maybe rebuild a car that they have and they need those particular parts, etc. And other reasons that they may be doing it, or just to sell the parts themselves, get the car, buy the car and sell the parts themselves to people. Maybe that is their business also too. So yeah, but the different levels, if you want to get everything and know all the information about the car, as much information about the car as possible, that last tier is going to be probably the best option, whether you have the money or want to expend that money to get that. And I think on this site, it was like $249. Thought I did print it out, not quite sure. I think it was $249 for that. That was something else, but yeah. And it was $134 for, if you want one of their sort of starting at $134. This is in Maryland here. If you wanted them to have one of their inspectors come and inspect the vehicle for you. And I don't know what all information they will give to you. at this price, hopefully the same that one will get with the Premier, etc. But as with anything, do your own due diligence, do your own due diligence, do your own due diligence. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. I know that you did. No worries. No worries. And also, when I was Chantal, no worries. Also, when I looked on here, it did have a buy it now option, I guess, where you don't have to go through the auction process. And hopefully a person has, like I mentioned before, done their due diligence and have checked out the vehicle themselves, had someone check out the vehicle, all of that good stuff before they, buy it now, before they buy it now. And of course, the site did have an educational place where you can go and just get information for the new members themselves, and then a place where you can go for how to learn all about what it is that they do, how to buy a car from an auction, etc. Them or someone else. Hello, hey Terry, hey, how are you? How are you? Thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the like button, folks. Don't forget to hit the like button. Have any of you ever bought a car from an auction? Let me know in the chat if you have ever bought a car from the auction or would even consider buying a car from the auction. And what would you do? Would you do your due diligence prior to? We didn't. We just went out there and the old mechanic, my husband, he's mechanically inclined. He knows how to look at and do some things with regards to the car. So we just went out there on a whim. But today, no, that would not happen. That would not happen today. That would not happen. That would not happen today, folks. I will be on here just clicking away on this machine, trying to get the good information on that. But just like a whole lot of things, everyone is always trying to sell you something. 2 emoji limit in the chat, 2 emoji limit in the chat, folks. Everyone is always trying to sell you something or upsell. So know going in that they're not going to give everything or all the information for free. There will be a cost associated with some of this stuff. There will be a cost associated with some of this stuff. Once again, no worries. It happens. Hey, Terry, hey. Once again, this live is sponsored by Rooted in Essential Oils. Rooted in Essential Oils. His link is in the chat, folks. His link is in the chat. Go over there and check out Rooted in Essential Oils. He does go live. And he also sells the products that he talks about and give information on how to use and best utilize these products. And always, please check the description box. Coin Watch. You can save some coins over there. Rooted in Essential Oils. His link is in the chat. Also, Val, the Jewelry Spot. I mentioned that she hand makes these. My voice is trying to go. She hand makes her jewelry over there. And also she does lives where she is showing how she's making her orders for customers and a whole host of things. I think her last live, she made some snowmen. I have to go and check that out, but I did see where she made some snowmen, a whole host of things that she is doing over there. Once again, great Christmas gifts. That time is upon us. Upon us. Go over there. She has an Etsy shop. How could I forget? She has an Etsy shop, folks. She has an Etsy shop. Go to her Etsy shop and see what all she has over there for sale. All of that good stuff. The Jewelry Spot. Go and check her out. Her link is in the chat also. Okay. So one day you want to be retired. You want to get a glimpse, like I mentioned before, how retirement may look and can look for you. Shantirement. Her link is in the chat also in two. Her and her husband, they are Michelle and Nelson. They are retired, living their best life. Go over there and check out their channel. Like I mentioned before, they're doing stuff in the community, going to festivals, going to the park, walking around lakes, enjoying their grandson, which is probably the number one thing. Ask a grandmother. Probably the number one thing that they are enjoying doing. Yes, the grandson. Shantirement, her link is in the chat. Go over there and check her out. And she just started her health journey. I think she mentioned, and I might be confusing it. If you're still here, then please correct me, that I think you're going to be coming on every Thursday with an update as to her health journey. Now watch it be Thursday, Sunday, or Friday or something like that, because I messed it up. But she is on a little health journey to lose, I think it was 30 pounds. Not quite, I don't know whether 30 pounds or not. To lose some weight. And she says she is going to be chronicling that also on her channel, Shantirement. The link is in the chat, folks. The link is in the chat. Thank you all for sharing me out to your community walls. And of course, Rooted in Essential Oils was the winner of contest number 3. Tonight is the last night to get your name put into the hat for contest number 4. I will be spinning the wheel tomorrow. Spinning the wheel tomorrow to find out who will be the winner of contest number 4, who also in 2 will get free sponsorship here on Wanda Budgets and Beyond for 7 days. And a posting on my community wall also in 2. Hello, Joshua, Gabriel, how are you? Thanks so much for being here. I do appreciate it. Thanks for coming in. So has anyone said that they bought a car from the auction or would ever consider or know someone that has done that? You may find some good deals, but you got to do your research. And sometimes the juice may not be worth the squeeze on this particular thing and a whole host of other things in life. But that's another topic for another day. The car auctions online. Yes, congrats to Rooted, who was the winner of contest number 3. How are things going if you swoop like me? How's trucking? But yeah, good deals to be had. Got to do the research. Make sure you get on the right tier level so you can get all the benefits of maybe not having to go and look for information in 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 or 7 other websites. If you get the top tier one, this is just me saying this. I'm not, because I mentioned the name of the particular auction house. But if you get the top tier one, then maybe you can cut out a little bit of your research with regards to the vehicle. You will have enough information there. It is my hope, enough information there to where you can go and look somewhere else for something and not have to look for 6 or 7, go to 6 or 7 places to get the information that you may get if you got the premier one and they give you all the information from being a premium member. Also in 2. So it is the weekend, folks. Hopefully everyone's weekend is going well. You're not at work. For some of us, me, 5-day weekers. So Coin Watch is in effect. We have to make sure that we are watching our money, that we are watching our budget. Do your best to stay on budget, folks. Do your best to stay on budget. We all are out here working too hard for these coins that they are giving us. And yeah, we got to watch our money. Swoop like me says, I've gone to car auctions, but was too scared to bid. Then got mad because it could have gotten the car I wanted for $500. I get it. And I understand. Trust, had we not, I don't know whether we would have bought a car had we not had in mind going into the auction to actually buy a car for our daughter. So there was a purpose, of course, behind our going there. But 2 emoji limit in the chat. YouTube rule. Yeah, and I get it. Sometimes we get too afraid because and I think, and maybe I'm not saying because you're a lady and I'm a lady also in 2, but we may not know what it is that we all the mechanical stuff, and we're afraid that once we get it that it's going to break down us before we even get off the lot, and a whole host of things after that, and then we're maybe putting more money into it than what it is worth or what we perceive it to be worth, etc. But I get it. I would probably been too afraid to bid too if my husband hadn't been there, and we did have had a purpose for going also into the auction. But yeah, and don't you hate it? You hate it when that happens. Like you could have gotten the car one for $500, which is pennies. But then, as women, we're always thinking 3 and 4 and 5 and 25 steps ahead. What if it doesn't even get off the lot? It just did enough to go through the line because But at the auction that we went to, the car was outside, of course, and then they started up, and who knows, they may be jumping it while they're out there to get it to go and just go through the little line, like the 50 or 100 yards that it needs to go to pass in front of all the people that maybe wanted to bid on it, and then it was that. Hey, said she like hearing the big, yeah, da 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 da, 300, da da da. They go so fast. They go so fast. It's an art. I believe it's an art to be an auctioneer. To be an auctioneer, you probably have to go to school to learn to do that. I don't know. Or like some folks, if their parent did it and they were around it a lot, they probably picking it up if it's something that they want to pick up. But yeah, the auction can be a good deal. As with anything, due diligence, and it may take some time. On this particular site that I went to, it gives, when they're going to have the auction coming up. So if you're looking at a particular car and over there to the right, it said in so many days, they have the countdown going on as to when they're going to have the auction itself. Sold to Jerry. Yes. You are crazy, girl. But anyway, when they are going to do the auction. So if it meets your time frame and you have enough time that you want to go and research and all this other stuff to do it, if you're just a guest or what have, or you in the second tier for that, then yeah, then do that. But if you have enough time, then do all your research, and then when it's time for the auction to come and you feel comfortable placing a bid, then do so. And it tells you what all happens. Definitely make sure you go to their informational page, their education page, where it tells you how to become a member and all that good stuff, and how to actually buy, I guess, at an online auction, etc., and what all stuff. And another thing with regards to salvage vehicles, and it may apply to some of the other vehicles also too, but the MVA has a list of things that you need to do if you purchase a salvage vehicle, and it may be the same for your state MVA, DMV, or whatever they call it there. If you purchase a salvage vehicle, there are certain criteria that you need to do. And it was almost like giving birth, just reading the thing, etc. They had like 6 categories. And if the car that you're purchasing falls in one of the 6 categories, you have to do something different for each of the 6 categories. So yeah, they take you through, they carry you through. Thanks so much for hitting the like button, folks. Thanks so much for hitting the like button. Please don't forget to go and check out my backup channel, Cash Into Envelopes. Go over there and check that out. And my playlist also into a wide range of times for the videos that I've done. I think I got 15-minute long form lives like this, 1 to 2 minute, 2-minute videos over there. And my shorts, go over there here on Wanda Budgets and Beyond and check out my playlist. Working on the WHers. So if you're inclined, go over there, watch the video, leave a comment, etc. Hit the like button, leave a comment, all that good stuff. We want to do it the right way. We want to watch people's videos, do it the right way so that I'm not getting into trouble, you're not getting into trouble, etc. All that good stuff. But yeah, and the ARG, so you can drop your links because I'm getting ready to close out. Not closing out yet. Once again, this live is sponsored by Rooted in Essential Oils. His link is in the chat, folks. His link is in the chat. Go and check him out. He goes live, like I mentioned. Once you click on his link, go to his channel. Most of the time, he has an upcoming, and it will tell you the time that it will start in your particular time zone. Rooted in Essential Oils, natural health, natural plant-based items, essential oils, and other household cleaning products that he sells on his website. Check that description box. For savings. This is a budgeting channel. Rooted in Essential Oils is the sponsor of tonight's live. Also, the Jewelry Spot. Check her out. Great Christmas gifts, folks. Great Christmas gift. Handmade jewelry. She goes live also into early mornings. Check her out, and sometimes in the afternoon. I don't know if she has a set time or not, but she does go live early in the early mornings. Go check out the Jewelry Spot. She has an Etsy shop where her wares, her products are showcased there. Go check her out, the Jewelry Spot. Thank you, Shantarman, for showing us how to do it in retirement. A glimpse of what it is that you and Nelson do, Michelle and Nelson do over there in retirement. Of course, people do a whole host of things when they are retired. Thank you so much for sharing me out to your community wall, Shantarman. Thank you so much. Go over there and check out Michelle and Nelson. Go and check out. They have a little throwback stuff here with the music that that I've heard on YouTube. I'm not saying I was back there in the day when the music was happening. Like I said, I'm learning and hearing a lot of music here on YouTube. Yes, they're over there dancing and all that stuff to the Wayback Machine music, all of that good stuff, showing us how to do it in retirement, just maxing and relaxing in retirement, Shantarman, doing a whole host of things, folks. Shantarman, Shantarman, Shantarman. Her link is in the chat, folks. Her link is in the chat. Go check. Click on all the links in the chat, folks. Click on all the links in the chat. Of course, as you all know, the replay gang, the replay crew is critical. They will come to your live once the live chat comes back up, and click on the links to see what all is going on with the folks that were actually dropped in the chat at the time that the live was broadcast. Meet, and of course, a way for you to get other family members over there to your channel. And of course, thank you all so much for being here. Don't forget to hit the like button, folks. Don't forget to hit the like button. Check out my playlist. Check out my community wall. Check out Cash into Envelopes, my backup channel. Yes, yes. Shout out to our international friends. Please don't forget to hit the like button. I am getting ready to end this live. This live was brought to you by Rooted in Essential Oils. Rooted in Essential Oils. His link is in the chat, folks. His link is in the chat. Thank you all for being here. Bye-bye.